Here we are. You can just barely see Mom in the distance. After a couple of days, it was once again time for drive and walk. It's sunny, as you can see, but it's cold. -3 once again. So yeah. Oh, I don't know what is going on. Every time that we are here, she needs at least, 10 minutes to sniff this stretch. Apparently so much canine traffic is here. Well, at least we are moving. Yeah, today I said we will go through Persian and through the field. That's it. Because today in the evening, 6 p.m, we have vet appointment. So yeah, most likely we will not act red, so we will go here. Čakamo. Vidna. Yeah. So today she has a vet appointment, regular yearly examination, and I think she also gets a shot for Tuki, Lizzie, leva. Pretty Tuki. Shot against, worms and similar stuff. Zelena. Let's go. Green. It's green. And we have to sniff. But we have to sniff. No, pridi, gremo. Okay. The hard part is behind us. Oh, did I mention? Someone is shedding. Someone is shedding like crazy already. Even though it's, cold. She says, yeah, it's not cold enough. Yeah, 2 days ago she started. Okay, today I realized that I hadn't mentioned another incident that happened in our healthcare system when in one particular institution. I think it was last week, yeah, on Wednesday, so 8 days ago. So in Celje, so it's one of the oldest towns in Slovenia. A guy came in during a night shift into the ER of the local hospital, and because he had, non-emergency medical condition, he had to wait. And they later said that basically his condition was of such low, let's say, priority that he should go to his, regular doctor, family doctor, to deal with that with him, Of course, as I said before, there is a shortage of family doctors in Slovenia, and perhaps the guy doesn't have it. Or he thought that he has more of a problem than it really was. So basically he came during the night shift, so during the night, and he was waiting for a couple of hours, and then the morning shift came in, and they started, basically with a shift change. Okay. Lizi, počasi. Ne, naravnost. And the guy started to complain. And then he physically assaulted a nurse. So he basically, they said she sustained injuries, minor injuries to her fingers. I don't know if he punched her, squeezed her hand, don't know, they didn't say. And when one of her male colleagues saw that, he went to help her. He was also assaulted, head-butted, and basically ended up with a broken nose. The let's say attacker, the guy suspected of 2 attacks, then left. Of course they knew his name and everything, because he had to submit his identification if you are going to see the doctor. But later the nurse actually, because of all this stress, suffered a heart attack. So she survived it, but yeah, and after our media reported regarding this, people on social media here in Slovenia, of course, started saying they deserve this, medical professionals, they should all be killed, assaulted, and yeah, people are just going crazy. Fortunately this time everyone survived, broken nose and basically heart attack due to the stress. Couple of years ago we had I think 2016, 17, something like that, there was a case in I think Izola, which is basically Primorje, so Slovenian littoral, by the coast region. The guy 70-ish. Oh, number 2. We'll be right back. Okay, the evidence was collected. Okay, a couple of years ago, I think it was in Izola, 70-year-old guy who was being treated for I think prostate cancer, one of the cancers. I think it was prostate. He came into the hospital, was complaining regarding his treatment, and he basically shot and killed his doctor. And this was basically, he had I think 2 kids, and he was actually a foreigner, I think from South America or something like that. He killed the doctor, shot and killed the doctor, and then there was a police officer actually also in the hospital. He was in uniform, armed and everything, but he was there for personal business. I think he was like 1 floor above when he heard the shooting. He ran down and was basically surprised by the attacker, and he also ended up being It's slippery. That was the oops, not for the police officer. He was surprised by the attacker and also shot and killed. You have to remember, taking to the consideration that police officers in Slovenia don't wear bulletproof vests as a routine matter. So the old guy goes out. He encounters a second police officer. I think this one was already dispatched or was basically near the hospital at that point, but he was outside of the hospital, like in parking spot, and he also got shot. But this police officer then survived. The assailant then continued to go to his car. He got in, and then another police patrol came to the scene. They started exchanging fire, but then the assailant basically committed suicide. So yeah, this was basically, let's say, the worst incident regarding, healthcare system. 3 people ended up dead, a doctor, a police officer, and a patient / assailant, plus another police officer wounded. And yeah, so these kind of things are basically very rare here in Slovenia. I think that the previous such incident with the fatality occurred 2006-7, something like that, here in Ljubljana, when a patient stabbed a dentist. So he stabbed her, she died, but was then, I think, apprehended. So he survived, of course. Tukaj greva levo greva. Danes gremo levo. We are going to the field, not for a long walk. Napeva. So yeah. And I think in the first week of January of this year, there was another, strange incident in one, if it was not even Celje, once again. So a guy was actually admitted into the hospital, so he was in-house patient. And he was, I don't know, refusing treatment or wanted to go home, and the medical staff wouldn't allow him to leave because he was in such bad condition, and that he actually then tried to escape from the hospital. He managed to get on the roof of the, how I would say, a roof, for the front entrance to the house, to the hospital. He got on that roof, so basically on the height of the first floor, and he slipped and fell down to the ground and hurt himself even more. Some people, I understand you have to wait. The last time that I went to the ER, I came in about 7:30. Pridi Lizi, deva, auto gre. And I waited basically until noon. And I had, At the end, nothing. But you know, I waited. I had my books with me. I had my, of course, this device, you know, mobile phone, to entertain myself. But you know, people in this day and age just, you know, they want everything at that, you know, same moment that they want something. Everything has to be given to them. Everyone has to serve them, and nobody's thinking about others. Oh yeah, you can see how much snow is gone. Okay, let's end from this point and we will continue later.